Hello world! Welcome to the Dino Mega Integration Guide. In this video, I will show you how to define level requirements for your quests using the prerequisite system. I will be using version 1 of my experience system with version 2 of my quest system. Before you get started, make sure both assets are installed in your project. Also make sure to add a simple quest to your level that you can test with. I am using a repeatable quest with no objectives. The start and end points are the same actor. I also have the quest reset button in my level. You can find this in the demo Map Helpers folder. If you need help with setting up the systems or making a quest, you can learn how to do those in the documentation. We are going to start off by defining our prerequisite for the quest. Open the quest data table in the Blueprints, Variables, Data Tables folder, then select your quest. Next, click the Add button for the quest prerequisite map. For the key, we have the prerequisite type. For this lesson, we will be using player level. If we hover over this type, we will see a description and the syntax used to format the string value. For this, we will provide the experience row name, a colon, and the minimum level requirement. We can get the row name from the experience data table. You can find it in the XP Systems Blueprints, Variables, Data Tables folder. I'm going to use this first one for player, with a row name of level. Now back in our quest data table, we will enter level, followed by a colon, and the minimum level requirement. For me, I am going with 2. So level colon 2. Before we go any further, there is one important thing to know. Prerequisites are only evaluated if the quest state is not already set to available. If we press play right now, you will notice the quest is available. That is because it was already available from earlier testing, before we added the prerequisite. So we need to reset that state. That is why I have the reset button in my level. I am going to step on it now, and you will see the quest is no longer available. That is exactly what we want at this point. It means the prerequisite is being checked, and since we have not written any logic for it yet, it is not returning a completed status. We provide this logic using a blueprint interface added to our player controller. Open your player controller, and if you haven't already done so, go to Class Settings, and then under Implemented Interfaces, click the Add button and select BPI Quest Connected Systems. This will add a set of functions under the Interfaces category. These functions are how the quest system interacts with our other external systems, such as our experience system and our inventory system. For this lesson, open the isQuestPrerequisiteComplete function. Let's hook a switch node up to our prerequisite type enumeration. This will give us a different execution path for each of our types. If you already have a switch in yours from one of the earlier lessons in this guide, you should use that one. Since we selected player level as our type, we will use that path. Now we just need to evaluate the key and value that are sent into this function, which based on our definition in the data table, the key would be level and the value would be 2. Drag in a reference to your experience system component and call the getLevel function. Since our experience row name of level is sent into this function using the prerequisite key, we can hook that variable up to the experience type ID. Then we just need to compare the output on this function, our current level, to the value we are sending in through the prerequisite value variable, which for our quest should be 2. We will use a greater than or equal to node and connect our prerequisite value into the other pin. Connect the result to the return node and tidy up your graph. To test this, we are going to need a quick way to boost our XP. Switch to the event graph for your player controller, then create a new debug key binding. I'm going to use the Q key, then drag in your experience system component and call add experience. Enter the experience type, which for me is level, and for the amount, I'm going to do 5,000. Press play and try it out. Now remember, our quest state needs to be flushed, since the quest was already marked as available, so I'm going to step on the button to reset it. Now that the quest is not available, I am going to hit my Q key to give myself the experience needed to reach the next level. And when we level up, we can see our quest is now available. Now before we call this a wrap, I want to show you how you can require multiple experience types. Jump back to your table, then append the current string with a comma, followed by another experience type and level. For me, I'm going to use combat, and also require level 2. Then I'm going to update my experience giving key binding to give me combat experience. Go ahead and test it out. Make sure to reset your quest state with the button. Then when you are ready, award your secondary XP. There you have it. We don't need to make any changes to our function because the system will send a request to it for each key value pair we entered in the data table. If you have questions or requests, you can post them in the comments. If this video helped, please consider liking it. And if you would like to be notified of new videos, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your game.